Hello and welcome to the Alienated Dads Network. I'm Jason and I'm here to share my journey and inside knowledge into the profound issue of parental alienation, a distressing situation that affects not only the fathers but more importantly the children. Parental alienation is a complex form of psychological manipulation where one parent consciously or unconsciously works to undermine the relationship between the child and the other parent. This situation often arises during toxic separations and divorces. Its impact is deeply felt by the child, who becomes caught in a loyalty conflict, forced to navigate emotions that overshadow the innocence of their childhood. Children, the effects of alienation, are much like living through a storm. They face constant, conflicting emotions, confusion, and often guilt-ridden loyalty to the alienating parent. This emotionally charged environment can distort their perception of the alienated parent who, like me, may still be fighting tirelessly for a place in their lives. That twists their natural bond with the alienated parent, causing long-term and long-lasting effects on their mental health. Why do some parents resort to such alienating behaviours? Often underlying motives can stem from resentment, the pain of separation, the desire to maintain control. Sometimes they're even in love still. While these actions are not justifiable, understanding their roots is a crucial part for getting through surviving this. For fathers aiming to heal and reconcile with their children, this is key. Throughout my experience, I found that respecting boundaries while actively trying to maintain a presence is key. It might mean altering your approach and allowing space for your child to express themselves freely, especially as they mature. And don't forget, girls mature naturally at different pace than boys. So acknowledging their capacity to handle adult conversations as they come of age is essential. Respect is also about handling discussions wisely, avoiding confrontation and accusations. Even when emotional pressure leads to moments of frustration, it's tempting to engage in a defensive or emotional dialogue, especially when a court order governs the terms of your interaction. Refer to those guidelines to ensure all interactions remain within legal bounds. As a complicated situation, it's paramount to remain a constant figure in your child's life, so that they know that they can rely on you. Absenteeism only echoes the false narratives they might be being fed at home. Consistent, positive engagement, however small, builds a powerful narrative that challenges their misconceptions about you. Even when the environment seems stacked against you, perseverance is your ally. As fathers, we sometimes need to make decisions that break our comfort zone, like allowing our children to have the space and freedom they need to grow and mature themselves, live on their own journey. Balancing this with a gentle but firm presence signifies strength. There will be times when you'll be situations where we push you right to the limit, right to the edge, where reactions may slip, and that's human. Apologize genuinely and use these moments as lessons in understanding and communication. Remember, sometimes the most challenging conversations are the most necessary ones. If your child is making decisions close to an adult level, approach sensibly, understanding that they are developing and individuals capable of handling deeper discussions builds trust. It helps build lots of trust. In my journey, I've observed two specific tactics that some alienating mothers resort to in order to influence and misguide their daughters: emotional manipulation and guilt. Alienating mothers might employ subtle or over-emotional tactics, implying that their daughter's love for their father is a betrayal or cause of their mother's distress. This psychological manipulation traps the child into a guilt cycle, inhibiting open relationships with their father, stereotyping false narratives. Another approach involves portraying the father in a negative light through stereotypes, as uncaring or irresponsible, often feeding misinformation or exaggerated tales about situations to create doubt or suspicion in the daughter's mind. Navigating through these challenges requires us fathers to respect boundaries, offer space, and yet remain a consistent presence in our child's lives. This means finding a balance between allowing them freedom while ensuring that you are present enough to challenge the distorted view that's been led to believe. Avoid confrontation at all costs, even if they do become accusatory. Interactions with your child focus instead on being reliable and the understanding parent that they need. It's also vital to remember that girls, don't forget, mature at a pace that often requires more advanced conversations as they grow. Enduring these circumstances often means coming to terms with the impact of a messy separation and dealing with the ex-partner harboring these unresolved feelings. The negativity your child encounters can stem from that, but you can show them a different path. Through patience and empathy, despite the challenges and emotional hurdles, always aim to be a constant, loving touchpoint. Acknowledge moments when frustration may lead to unintended remarks, or use them as teaching points for a respectful and healthy communication. Stay connected by genuinely engaging with people whenever possible, and reinforce your presence to counter the misjudgments they've been exposed to. Reclaiming your place in your child's life becomes possible through understanding and patience, and persistence. Finally, I want to acknowledge the complexity of navigating a situation with a challenging ex-partner. Often post-separation emotions are running high, and the bitterness of those unresolved feelings can seep into how your children view you. It can be a long and painful journey, but through the support of communities like Alienated Dads Network, you're not alone. Thank you for being part of this crucial discussion. Share your thoughts with your stories and your questions in the box below. Leave your comments. Join us in our community. We've got various communities. There'll be links down there as well for those. Until next time, stay strong and resilient. Let us continue this dialogue. Feel free to share your thoughts and join our supportive community. Interact to impact mental health. Until next time, peace and love. Hardest glove.